Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Grimrock II The Lost City. And today we will talk about armor. And that is the right target to talk about armor, because this guy, while he's not a king crab, there's something like that too, this guy is pretty good when it comes to armor. And what is the problem with armor or evasion in this game? Let's first talk about evasion. What can you do not to get killed in this game? Well, rise your evasion skill, you would say, because then you not get hit. Well, that's not true, because you will get hit anyway. You can have an extremely high evasion and you will still get hit on a regular basis. This is not like in most games when you have a high enough evasion you simply can ignore the enemy attacking because the enemy will not hit you. The enemy will hit you, no matter what your evasion is. Yes, they might miss you in 1 of 10 times, if you're lucky. Maybe 2 in 10 times, but that's it. To rise evasion is actually quite hard when you do it to skill points, because there is the skill of dodge, which will reduce the, at 3rd level, will reduce the cooldown of all your abilities by 20%, by 10%, and that's the only reason you take dodge. Because what else you get is per point you get 3 points in evade. 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. That means, with other words, that if you rise your evasion skill or your dodge skill up to 5, you're getting 15 points in evasion. Congratulations. There's shields that give you more than that, or equal to that, or nearly equal to that. You know what I mean. That is ludicrous. That's absolutely not going to help you. There's armor that gives you the same amount. Evasion, for one, it's hard to rise, and even if you rise it, you will never get it in any number that will help you and that will keep your guys alive. So evasion, skip it. Useless. Or nearly useless. Armor? Armor is a different point, however, still not as helpful as you might get. While you can tank in most games a lot of damage, you cannot tank damage here really that well, because they're going to kick your ass anyway. This guy, if he hits you, he will do over 100 points of damage. Let's say you get full armor, then the damage incoming will be reduced to up to your armor class. It will not be reduced by your armor class, only up to your armor class. So you will still take a lot of damage from this guy. And yeah, armor is not going to save the day. It helps a little. It helps a little bit more than evasion, but also it's not really going to help that much. Against smaller enemies, yes, maybe a little bit, but then honestly, it helps against a turtle. Is a turtle your problem? No, this guy is your problem. And against this guy, armor is not going to save the day. So armor, not your friend. Evasion, not your friend, because against this guy, both will not help. There are only 2 things that works against guys like this, or against most enemies that are tough in the game, and that is clever maneuvering or spells. Everything else is going to get you killed. Armor is not going to help you, and evasion is not going to help you. So why rise armor in the first place? Well, because armor allows you to wear light armor, you think. No, that's not the case. You can wear light armor and heavy armor without the armor skill. And all that the armor skill actually does is that it reduces the penalty for the armor. Light armor at skill level 2 and heavy armor, I think, at 4. And it increases the total armor protection by 5% per point that you invest. 5%! Oh my god, it's not like you're getting thousands of points from armor anyway. So this is not also not going to help. So armor useless or nearly useless, dodge nearly useless. Don't invest points there, in my opinion. You can invest some points there because you say, oh, maybe with some evasion and the right, it helps a little, so I want to have it. And if you're wearing the armor like I do simply for the bonuses, you can wear any armor. Because the penalty does not apply. If this guy hits me, it will not be the evasion that saved my day. Unless it's hilarious bad luck, or good luck in that case. So, yeah. Forget about the armor skill, forget about the dodge skill, forget about the armor skill. It's not going to save the day anyway. That is for protection. What else can you do for protection? There's spells that can protect you. For example, the best spell for protection is invisibility. It's because the enemy is not hitting at you in the first place. And that is what saves your life, and not the fact that the damage is reduced by any energy field or throwing back for a fire shield or something like that, because that's not going to work anyway. So is there really a defense? Shields? Yeah, well, shields, you carry the shields to get evasion, but as I mentioned, evasion is not going to help. So shields, nice to look at and gives a little warm fuzz about protection, but it's not really how... Oh, I misclicked there. It's not going to help you. And I hope this guy is dying soon, because I'm getting unconcentrated. Ooh, 11 damage. Yeah. Is there anything else you can do for protection? Ranged weapons. You can kill the enemy from afar. An old magic card said the best defense is a great distance. And that is true. There are very effective ranged weapons in the game, and if you train, for example, throwing weapons high enough and you're using a barbarian, you get a good amount of damage out of the weapons. And when your accuracy is high enough, that is actually going to do enough damage to save your day. However, if you're fighting someone like, for example, Medusa or something like that, be prepared to take a lot of damage, because, as I mentioned, armor and evasion is not going to save your day, and if she is petrifying you, that's not going to help anyway. The only thing that is going to help you then is if you've got a shield that helps you against petrification. And you're not carrying the shield because of its shielding ability, you're carrying the shield because of the ability to ignore the petrifying thing. He nearly got us there for a moment, did he? Man, we're not doing a very good job at killing this thing. I think it will be an entire episode just fighting that guy. So, that's for evasion. For dodge and for armor. So where should you put your points? You don't have a lot of them. You have up to, I think, 20 points if you make it right. If you find some books, maybe 22, 21, 22 for each character you have in your party, but that's it. And you have to manage with that points. And you should remember, for example, if you're playing this thief thing, you need 5 points for light weapons, you need 5 points for critical, you need 5 points for accuracy, and you need 5 points for either throwing weapons or missile weapons to take full advantage of the class. So that is not going to be working out for you. So focus on the skills that you need and think of how many skills. For example, if you're making a mage, do you really need concentration 5? Do you? Because mainly you need the concentration to use the staffs, right? Or for some spells, but you rarely need 5 points in concentration for any spell or staff. So keep that in mind, don't overdo things. The only thing you should put to 5 anyway is either fire magic, air magic, earth magic, or water magic, simply for the fact that you do more damage. And the same goes for the weapons. You put 5 points into heavy weapons because you're getting 20% more damage out of each strike if you've got the right skill. Or if you're using a weapon you have the skill for. And that's the only reason you should max out those skills. The bonus, for example, for heavy weapons, that you can use a two-handed weapon in one hand. What is the bonus of that, honestly? Wearing a shield? Yeah, shields are crap. Except for the bonuses, shields are not going to be of any use to you. It rises your evasion. Yeah, try to evade this guy here. Good luck with that. Not going to happen. 2 heavy weapons? Theoretically, yes, but you do minus 40% damage, and if you find 4 good heavy weapons, you're a lucky guy. So, yeah, not sure if that's going to work anyway. Brings us to what else skills there are. Well, there is critical strike, and that is interesting. However, it does not rise your critical strike to really impressive levels. And yes, you can backstab, but backstabbing means a lot of very quick movement if you don't have the invisibility spell, which if you have, you can go for that backstabbing thing. But in all other cases, I would not recommend it. Because if you're starting to move too rapidly to get into the enemy's back, you get risk of getting in his way or overdoing things and not moving controlled. And that, for example, against this guy here, means certain death. I hope this guy dies. Has he got some kind of regeneration? That would be really bad. I hope he does not. Come on, guy, move it. Yay! He's dead and he dropped the gem. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Let's open up here. Get some stuff. I should guess there is more, and I think there is. Wait a minute, where is the club? The guy should have dropped a club, but he didn't. Now that's bad, because I could have really, really used that. What is this? Trolls are mighty in stuff, but I know one secret. They're vulnerable to poison. So I'm going to kill the one under the bridge. Good loot ahead. Well, that didn't work out very well, did it? At least not for him. Oh, bogus. Ah, very, very nice. There we've got the golden key. Good work. Why didn't I get the club? Normally when you kill one of those suckers you get a club, but there is no club here. Did I not see it? No, I think we just were robbed of the club, which is pretty bad, because the club is a heavy weapon. A very good heavy weapon, by the way. And a heavy weapon that I would have been proud to call my own. Well, okay. So no heavy weapon for me today. Anyway, we're going home. Dropping stuff and getting ready for the next episode then. Does that do vitality? That is pretty good. This is range damage. This is... oh no, wait, we keep those because they're pretty useful. But the ammunition will drop and the cannonballs will drop. And we'll keep that. And we'll put that here. And we'll take the golden key. And we'll keep the node. That is pretty bad armor, right? Do we have an armor section? No, so let's make one. This is the weapon section. Let's drop that. That is a crystal. That is alchemy. That is food. Oh, we should really eat something. Eat more food. Good work here. So, yeah. Let's stop it here and see each other next time. Bye!